Hello, in this video we will be covering PANalyzr Iot expansion pack usage and settings. In the main PANalyzr user interface we have a bar for the Iot expansion pack. This contains 3 switches, one for IEEE 802.15.4, one for Wi-Fi, and one for Z-Wave. Moving over to Options and Iot expansion pack, this will bring up a pop-up window containing all of our settings for the Iot expansion pack. In this top section, we have selections for our protocol options. This is going to tell us which COM ports our dongles are plugged into. Moving down, we have options for IEEE 802.15.4 based protocols, as well as our options for Wi-Fi. In our Wi-Fi options, we have 3 listening modes: single channel, channel sweep, and channel hop. Moving back, we have options for time-slotted channel hopping firmware and the YSUN frequency shift keying firmware. In YSUN frequency shift keying firmware options, we have options for regional YSUN and options for custom YSUN networks. In the custom YSUN networks, we have our 3 listening modes, our dwell time, as well as the starting frequency of the network and the channel spacing in the network. For regional YSUN, we have options for the operating mode, the region, and the operating class. We only have single channel and channel sweeping options for listening modes. Moving back to TSCH firmware options, we have options for Zigbee in the 2.4 GHz band, Zigbee in the sub-gigahertz band, and YSUN using time-slotted channel hopping. For YSUN, we have modulation type and channel selection, as well as, of course, dwell time. Moving over to the Zigbee 2.4 GHz, we will have modulation type and our 3 listening modes, as well as dwell time. This is mirrored in the Zigbee sub-gigahertz settings. Moving on to usage. Upon launching the Iot expansion pack, in Wireshark we have options for a Iot profile. Within Wireshark, any packets you see highlighted in orange are IEEE 802.15.4 based protocols, and any packets you may see in green are going to be Z-Wave based protocols. And finally, Wi-Fi packets will be displayed in gray.